Um, did you see the series of interviews that Bow Wow did over on Art of Dialogue's channel? And was there anything that he spoke on that you can confirm, or you remember differently, or anything with feedback as it comes to Bow Wow?
Bow Wow, when I came around, he was on his way out. I just remember because when me and Suge was meeting with this attorney, Ed McPherson, I brought him up to the prison and had him meet with Bow Wow's stepdad. Because Bow Wow's stepdad was the guy that I remember that had a lot of control and used to try to train and teach and show Bow Wow how to rap and do stuff. I know he gives a lot of credit to Snoop and Kurupt and all of them. And isn't it obvious to y'all now? I know a lot of y'all got mad of the song and stuff that Bow Wow, or the content that Bow Wow was rapping about while he was 6 to 8 years old on death row. And y'all didn't like that, and I agree with y'all. I got on Snoop about that with that new underdog show that everybody's liking. I didn't like how he had kids cussing there. So I get why y'all mad about how and understand the difference between what JD did uh, versus what Death Row was going to do with Bow Wow. But isn't it obvious to y'all who's doing all that writing? Yeah, he told y'all right then that Kurupt, Kurupt wrote the songs for him and all of that. And if you listen to the Bow Wow songs and the songs that was done while Kurupt was around, and the songs that was done while Kurupt wasn't around when he was back in Philly, and all of that, y'all, it's so obvious to me that Kurupt wrote all the Snoop raps down there. Everybody Daz and everybody raps. Even though Daz raps has gotten better, his writing has gotten a little better, but y'all tell me that wasn't Kurupt doing and RBX maybe doing all that writing back in the day. But anyway, uh, Bow Wow, like I told you, I'll reiterate how Bow Wow got out of the contract. Just for those of y'all who missed, and Art did a good job of bringing things out on Bow Wow that we didn't know about Bow Wow. He comes across as a good dude. Um, I don't know why y'all don't like him as a rapper too much. I kind of like some of the B-rated movies he was in that he played in. I kind of like Bow Wow as an actor. But Bow Wow, what happened with Bow Wow and how Jermaine Dupri was able to get Bow Wow from Death Row was Johnnie Cochran dropped the ball. We used a criminal attorney because Suge was doing that because we had a lot of criminal issues going on around Death Row. And, Suge and David Kenner and them were just trying to make sure everybody was eating and was doing well. But Johnnie Cochran did the contract, did the paperwork for the contract for for him to get signed to Death Row. But they didn't take the contract to get certified before the judge. Is once again the reason why Bow Wow never was, or JD was able to go um, and pick up Bow Wow, which might have been a blessing in disguise for Bow Wow, to be honest, because Death Row, it's obvious, didn't know what to do with Bow Wow, and JD did, and and gave him really a 30-year career. Someone wouldn't say it was all that well and all of that, but I'm sure he's taking care of his family and doing okay. So, and he's a household name. So, I'm kind of glad that Johnnie Cochran did drop the ball on that. Uh, but I'm sure Suge Knight's not, but he had always was going to deal with Jermaine Dupri about that, but that's once again. And it's funny to me that a lot of y'all was like, don't understand. He said, well, Bow Wow was too young when he verified that situation about the slap and all of that. I mean, God, y'all don't want to listen to a man that said he called. I want to hear how he said he called JD, clowning JD. And JD was like, man, that ain't happened in my city. That ain't happened to me. I can't wait till Suge Knight. I hope that's one of the things he clear up just to show y'all how Gene Deal and people like that be adding. I'm not saying they lying. You know, I'm not one to say just because you lie about something here and there that you're just a liar and everything else that you say is a lie. But how people can add salt, or put a little hot sauce on situations is what I get that's going to be verified, and that's going to show y'all, because I don't believe, I never heard that Suge Knight would have slapped JD. He has never had that type of disgust for Jermaine Dupri. You know, he was mad at one point and felt that, you know, he was going to make JD pay for taking Bow Wow. Like I said, we even consulted an attorney. Ed McPherson was the attorney that was going to meet with, you know, and deal with the paperwork and stuff. I even had Bow Wow's stepdad come up to the prison to meet with Suge, where they were talking about dealing with it. But once we found out that the contract wasn't certified, is when Suge was just like, all right, I'll deal with it later when I come home. Don't know why he never dealt with it in 2003, 2004, or anything like that. He was probably had so much stuff on his table and was going to eventually deal with it. But that's the situation with Bow Wow. The moral to this story is JD and what he was doing with boy groups and stuff like that. Thank God Chris Stokes didn't get a hold to him. Thank God. But, you know, another person that was doing good things with boy groups is why I bring up Chris' name. But JD was perfect for Bow Wow. And glad that happened. And glad he signed with JD.